academic year review. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Great Ivan Reviews channel, and welcome to the first series that I'm going to be doing on this channel, which is summer vlogs. Today is episode 1. In this video, I'm going to be going through my college year, how everything went. You know, I'm just looking at my script right now. First week of college, hardships, tiredness, girls, final exams, all of that stuff. Drop a like, and if you subscribe, I'll give you a big kiss on the forehead. Cheers. Okay, upon arrival to my college, I'm sorry, I'm not going to tell you which one it is because I kind of don't want people stalking me if my channel blows up in a few months. Upon setting foot in here, I was over myself. I was so excited. I was like, finally, life alone. Girls, new friends, academics, studies, long nights revising. I was so excited about everything. I didn't see anything negative. I actually going abroad to study. However, mate, was I wrong. Now, the first week, actually 2 weeks, they went by quite well. Yes, we did get quite a bit of work, but I thought if it's actually going to continue like that with this exact workload, I'm going to manage here perfectly. I'm not going to have, you know, any of that tiredness, anxiety, all of that student stuff. However, on the third week, I realized that, yeah, we started getting essay after essay after essay after essay, assignment after assignment after assignment after assignment, and I was working run about 4 hours every single day after hours. It was incredibly tiring. I couldn't get my sleep schedule set up because obviously London has a very different time zone to Cyprus. I'm pretty sure the difference is 3 hours, and I just wanted to kind of, you know, find myself here. I wanted to establish everything. Will you shut the fuck up? I just wanted a normal life, so I pulled one all-nighter on Friday just to reset my sleep schedule and go to bed 10 PM British time, so the next morning I can be like a fresh cucumber. And that did work out. You know, I stuck to my sleep schedule for about quite a few months. I went to bed at 10, I woke up at 6. I was one of them, you know, straight A students. But then I kind of went, you know what, I can't do this anymore. All this, you know, organizing my stuff all the time and working, I just need some rest. So I started going to bed at 12 and waking up at 7, and kind of that's what I'm doing right now, and that does work for me. However, when the first milestone exams rolled up, which was near December, I was so nervous because I realized that my future actually depends on my 4 years here. If I don't do good in lessons, I'm actually gonna get a shy job later on. And if any of you want to ask me what I want to do in the future, I want to open a company that develops weapons, alright? Now, I started going incredibly hard on sciences like physics, chemistry, mathematics. I was seriously working, even probably 5 to 6 hours a day before exams, and my near Christmas exams, I actually passed them with flying colors. You know, I got around about 6 or 7s and everything, and that was, you know, I was happy. I was like, my hard work, those late nights, those early mornings, like I have my results in front of me. I was literally yelling yes from happiness. So before Christmas, lads, I was still trying to establish my life abroad. I'm living in central London. I'm a college student. These are literally my best years. I was making friends here and there. There's a few girls that I laid my eyes on, and you know, everything was starting to like come together. I was like, yep, this is my new home. I moved away from Limassol. I'm not saying Limassol's bad for all my Cypriots watching. I'm just saying London is a better place to live in. However, I didn't or barely knew the city, and I was kind of trying to like drive around more because I actually have a driver here, so I kind of like, you know, got the hang of locations in London, how to get there, memorize some routes, so you know, if I want to walk somewhere I wouldn't get lost or probably get mugged in the middle of the night. Now 2022 rolls around and life just starts going from shit to shit. Now me as a Russian, you know, our nation is, you know, quite discriminated right now, and you probably all know why, but it escalated so massively on the 24th of February, and I mentioned this in my previous video. Can I please tell you all something? Not every Russian is a shite person. Yes, we're fighting Ukraine, right? But that doesn't mean you should walk around with signs in the streets saying Adolf Hitler. I have to admit, and again, like I said in one of my other videos, that is quite creative. You know, that's a creative name. So the war rolled around, and I'm just literally scared to show my Russian face anywhere in London. I tried to be in the car at all times. I wore a hood, or I tried wearing a COVID mask even though it wasn't necessary, and I tried not to go to south of London or any of those areas because I guess Russians are quite hated there. I kind of worked my way around that, but after 2 weeks, and that is literally a world right now, nobody cares about the war anymore. Even this bloody Atlantic Treaty called NATO, nobody cares anymore. Russians are fighting Ukrainians, let them fight, you know, we're too busy solving other problems. That's what Joe Biden said. Now a few months pass after Christmas, and I realized soon it's gonna be time for the end of year exams. And this is where I started studying like crazy. I had incredible tiredness. I slept for about 4 hours every night, like Napoleon did. And by the way, that paid off because I don't know my exam results yet, however, some of them are back. But for those which I got back, you know, the results are pretty good. I didn't fail and actually passed pretty well, so that paid off. And then right before the exams, I had incredible anxiety. Now, I'm not going, oh my god, I have anxiety. No, but I think it's quite normal for students to have anxiety because I realized that my future entirely depends on this place. And what I want to say is study, 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 study. That's what I did all day, every day, and that paid off again. Okay, now it's time for a bit more positive side of my life here, and that is interesting stories. Now, the first story I want to go through is on our floor, we kind of have a little prank that we pull on each other, which is knocking on each other's doors in the middle of the night. And one guy who lives on my floor decided to take it a bit too far. Instead of just knocking on my door, he thought it was funny to start kicking it, and he literally woke up the entire building with it, and he broke my lock. It was 3 kicks. One was, you know, quite a mild one. The second one was stronger. I shit you not, the third one was full power. He broke the lock, the door opened, and we kind of all got gated for nearly a whole week. And my god, was there trouble. I wanted to let this guy have it afterwards, but I thought, you know, it's probably not a good idea to go back to that problem because everything's been resolved. And another thing that has been going on currently is that I genuinely think, and a lot of other students do, even the staff members think, that the college might be haunted. And I'll tell you why. I had stories from staff members that at night they heard a piano playing, which is downstairs in our atrium, by itself, with no one in the atrium. And I got the full wrath also of whatever's living inside these walls. I had my fridge over here open up by itself in the middle of the night. I had my PC turn on. I had weird knocking on my door, and that happened consecutively once every hour of the night. And as you guys know, I'll do martial arts, and I have quite a few experience with these sticks. Now, this is not an actual bow staff or fighting stick. This is a part from a billiard key. I slept with this under my pillow every night because I was actually so scared, and it was like a full-on problem. You know, we had students complaining, where I was terrified. I had absolutely sleepless nights, and I'm talking no sleep. But it doesn't happen anymore, although I'm hearing quite a few things every day, but let's hope it goes. Now, time to tackle another part of the video, and that is relationships, in particular girls. Now, there were a few girls that I had my eyes laid on, however, they all got together with somebody before I could do anything. You know how painful that is? People who actually never truly liked anybody. You probably don't know the pain, but it can drive you to tears sometimes, but this story has perhaps, again, as a little bit of horror mixed into it. Now, one weekend during this term, my father came over, and we went to Four Seasons to stay there, and he goes jogging every single morning and evening, and he leaves for like hours because, you know, after jogging maybe he likes to have a coffee somewhere, have some tea, chat to his mates. And I basically had a lot of free time and the room to myself. So there was this girl that I knew in London, you know, she was bloody fit. I invited her over, and I realized that there's nothing we could do apart from so I asked her, like, what should we do? She's like, oh, let's watch a movie. And I was like, yeah, alright, why not? You know what movies usually lead to. And I didn't know she was a fan of documentaries, and a particular type of documentaries, which are horror documentaries. And there's one type of horror that I despise, and that is creepypastas. Now, some of them are just stupid, but some of them, my god, I can't even watch them. She wanted to watch a documentary. Now, I can't show you any pictures, unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, because, you know, YouTube will take this video down immediately, or it restricts it. And I don't want to have to look at that picture, because the first time I saw this picture was when I was 6 years old, and I literally slept with the light on for almost a year, and she wanted to watch a documentary about the Russian sleep experiment. Now, for any of you guys who don't know what that is, I genuinely suggest not searching it up, but I know that there are people out there who are interested in all this horror and creepy stuff, so you can go for it, but I am not gonna be blamed for your psychological trauma. Now, there is this really famous picture that I didn't want to show, like I mentioned a few seconds before, floating around on the internet of like a mutant or whatever from the experiment. Well, it was a guy, he turned into like a mutant or a monster, and he's sitting all tied up with a face that looks like the face of a dead body that has been underground for 3,000 years. It's extremely creepy, at least to me, so if you want to search it, search up. So anyway, she chose the documentary, we sat down watching it, and I didn't really want to tell her that I was was scared, you know, maybe we should watch the Titanic, oh my god, or something else. She was actually enjoying it, and girls have this thing, whenever they watch horror movies, they like grab onto us, like lie on us, hug on us, or like, you know, cover their eyes by like shoving their faces into our arms. And I had to sit there through that entire 2-hour documentary making it look like I was absolutely fearless. I can tell you one thing, I was shitting myself. Now for the last few weeks I had final exams and they went incredibly well, and like I said, I didn't get all the results back, but judging from what I got back, they are all gonna be really good. Now, the way these few weeks went is me going to college, coming back, studying maybe from 4 till 10 o'clock in the evening, then taking like a 2-hour break and then going on until 5 in the morning, getting a bit of sleep and waking up at 7 AM, sleeping 2 hours per night, 2 weeks straight. Okay, maybe I slept a bit more sometimes, but it was so daunting that this weekend I had to go to Muay Thai Baran training. I just told my master I can't come. I'm genuinely worn out. So I kind of took the weekend off, you know, I'm sitting making videos. From Friday to Saturday, I slept probably a total of 17 hours just to regenerate my health, because these exams have ruined so much. My god, I had stress, I had anxiety, I was like, oh, what if I don't pass, what if I don't make it on to the next year? If any one of you are actual students, then you would know these feelings, but like I said, they all went well, and now we're waiting for all the results and then we can celebrate. Now during the exams, every single morning, one of our professors would give us a presentation for 30 minutes about a particular subject, and I'm not gonna tell you what it's about because I know probably most of you don't give a shit, but at 8:45 in the morning, after sleeping for only 2 hours, neither did I! Anyways guys, so that's gonna be pretty much it for today's video. If you did enjoy, drop a like. If you subscribed, like I said, I'll give you a great big kiss on the forehead, and see you in the next one. Cheers fellas!